My name is Brooklyn, and this is Psych with Brooklyn. One of the things I'm going to be doing on this channel is reviewing famous psychologists. One of the most famous psychologists is Burrhus Frederick Skinner, or B.F. Skinner. He is known for writing, inventions, and of course psychology. He studied behavioral psychology. One of his most known accomplishments was the Skinner box. The Skinner box was designed as an operant conditioning apparatus to study behavior. He first used rats, then pigeons to see how they navigated to the food he put in the box. This proved to him that reinforcement was needed in order to learn a new behavior. Skinner's experiment showed the rats and pigeons' responses to the environment, in this case, the box he had set up. In addition to operant conditioned learning, it also highlighted positive reinforcement. When the rat or pigeon did a certain act, such as pressing a lever, it was rewarded with food. Skinner also tried the experiment with negative reinforcement. This time, when the rat pressed a lever, it was electrocuted. After a couple of unpleasant shocks, the rat learned not to press the lever and was not rewarded with food. Both negative and positive reinforcement worked to prove operant conditioning. The air crib from 1948 was a climate-controlled environment for babies. Skinner created it because he was concerned about weather affecting the baby and because blankets and clothes limited the baby's movements. This also led to more laundry for the parents. This was an attempt to help the baby and the parents out. The structure of the air crib was a metal crib with a ceiling, 3 walls, and a safety glass on the front that could be moved to put the baby in and out. The floor was made of canvas, then sheets were put on top of the canvas to create a comfy place for the baby to lay. There was a control box on top of the crib for parents to control the temperature and a filter below the crib that regulated clean air into the crib. Eventually, the air crib was commercially produced and over 300 kids, including Skinner's own daughter, Deborah, were raised in that crib. Unfortunately, there were many people who compared the crib to the Skinner box, with one magazine even calling it a baby in a box. This gave the crib an unnatural feeling and it did not stay relevant. You also may be wondering, how exactly did Skinner teach pigeons to play ping pong? Well, he did so with positive reinforcement. The 2 pigeons would peck the ball back and forth until one pigeon got it past the other pigeon. He then rewarded that pigeon with food. He worked up to this by first rewarding the pigeons with food when they were near the ball, then when they pecked the ball, and then when they got the ball to the other side of the table. This was very cool. Still, however, people were skeptical of Skinner, saying he was trying to humanize the pigeons. In addition to writing several books, Skinner attempted to train pigeons and was successful in teaching them to play ping pong. He also built other machines such as the heated crib and teaching machine to study the learning in children. As a result, he wrote The Technology of Teaching. He also taught a couple of years at Indiana University, even chairing the psychology department. He then went on to teach at Harvard until the end of his career. Up until his death in 1990, Skinner studied and practiced behavioral psychology through his books and experiments. You can check out all of his work on the B.F. Skinner Foundation website linked below. Thank you for watching this video on B.F. Skinner. For more psychology-related content, subscribe to Psych with Brooklyn.